Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to AppSec's online sport program for the class of 10th. This is week number 1 and we are studying chapter number 1, problem solving. This is lesson number 5 about the understanding of flowchart, and we will learn this topic from the pages 18 to 20. Topic of discussion is flowchart. Objective of our lesson is to understand the basic concept of flowchart. Then we will discuss how a flowchart is important in problem solving. What are the advantages of drawing flowchart? And then we will learn that what are the steps for drawing the flowchart. And at the last, we will learn about the symbols which are used to make the flowchart. It is a type of diagram that represents a workflow or process of any problem. That's why we called it the diagrammatical or pictorial representation of an algorithm. It shows us the steps as boxes of various kinds and their order by connecting the boxes or shapes with the arrows. It is clear from the relationship of flowchart that whenever we face any problem, in first phase we will make an algorithm. In the second phase, we represent an algorithm that we already created in the first phase into the flowchart, and then we will make the computer program for the problem that we face. Flowchart plays a very important role in problem solving as it shows a series of operations to solve any problem. It also provides us an easy and simple way to make analysis and to find solutions of flowchart. It becomes very easy to write program if we make flowchart. It is very helpful in communicating the problem solving method to others. If we are writing the programs and there are some problems exist in the program, it is very easy to find and remove the errors or the problems from the program. It provides us the advantages, which includes it helps in understanding the logic of the program. We can manage and maintain it very easily whenever we need to make changes in existing program. It also helps us to detect errors or bugs in the program. It also helps in converting the algorithm into computer program. These are the following steps for drawing the flowchart. First step is input to the flowchart means that the flowchart developer must know what exactly the input to the flowchart is. For example, if we face the problem that we want to convert the temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius, the input will be the temperature in Fahrenheit. In the second step, that is type of processing required, means that the flowchart must decide which type of calculation is to be performed or which type of formula is to be applied to obtain the required result. For example, if we want to find the area of triangle, we must know the formula to find the area. Like you know that area is equal to base into height divided by 2. In the third step, and that is decision to be taken, the flowchart developer must decide which control structure. There are three control structures: sequence, repetition, or selection are to be applied for the solution of the problem. And in the last phase or in the last step, the flowchart must provide us the required output. Flowchart is drawn using these symbols. These are basically the standard symbols, and these symbols have specific meaning and have specific used in the flowchart. First symbol is flow line. It is a line with arrowhead used to connect different kinds of shapes from left to right or from top to bottom. It also indicates the flow of control in the flow chart. The second symbol is start and stop symbol. Its shape is just like an oval shape. This symbol is used to start and to stop the flowchart. The third symbol is like the parallelogram, and this symbol involves to give the input and to get the output or the required result from the flowchart. The fourth symbol is processing symbol. It is just like a rectangle symbol. It is used when you want to do calculations or to write formula in the flowchart. The second last symbol is decision symbol. It is a diamond shaped like symbol which represents the decision in a flowchart, and it contains a condition. The last symbol is connector symbol. There are two type of connectors. One is on page connector and the other one is off page connector. Means that if your flow chart is very large and your page uh, is finished, then you will use the on page connector. If your whole page is filled with the flowchart and you want to move from one page to another page, you will use the off page connector symbol. This is a very simple flowchart to show you how it works. First of all, oval symbol or start symbol is used, as you know that every flowchart must have a start. After that, we are taking the input as n1 and n2, and after that we are making calculations as we are uh, adding two numbers, and then we will get the answer in the form of sum. And when we get the answer, we will simply print it, and that's it. This is a very simple example about making a cup of tea. And you know that flowchart is a pictorial representation or diagrammatical representation of an algorithm. That's why I simply take the very simple example to understand the logic of the flowcharts. So that's why this flowchart will show you the flow, how to make a cup of. I hope all of you had learned the topic very well. If you face any kind of problem, you can ask. In the next class, inshallah, we will learn how to make the flowchart for different problems. Till then, Allah Hafiz.